Hey there folks, this is GreenyXI welcoming you to a brand new series. Today we're going to be kicking off Dark, obviously the complete edition. You can see all the people who made it and everything in the bottom left, bottom right. And it is an excellent game. I played through it all yesterday and I just knew I had to add it to the channel today. It's a really good game. The only game I can really... the main game that pops out to me that I can really compare it to is Mechanarium, just with a very different sort of more gothic, horror-ish style, which I love the aesthetic. It's a very simplistic game, but it is in the aesthetics. It's going to be a short series. I'm playing the PS5 version. It's going to be a short series. There are only there's 7 chapters, and then because it's the complete edition, there's 2 extra little areas that are a bit more complex. So, it's going to be... When this goes up, it'll be the medium every other day, and then this in between, so every other day this will be. And it'll only last like a week or something. This is going to be really short. A mini-series, I guess. So let's get going. As soon as you click new game, it's nothing. It just puts you straight into the game. And I love that about it. So it doesn't even tell you controls, but if you go into settings, you can have a quick look. What's it too? You can change performance or cinematic for graphics. I like that about PS5 games. It's nice. Controls. So you run with R2, pause, obvious. Stealth with circle, you barely ever have to use that, which is nice because I don't like stealth. Moving around. Wall walk with X. You'll see what that means as we go along. It's the main gimmick of the game. And square is action. So inventory with a touchpad as well. Yeah, so if you press touchpad, there's your wheel. You never ever fill up the whole wheel. That's a weird one. So there's your bed. This is like your hub world. And every time you want to go into a chapter, you go to your bed and press square for the action. And in you go. Into the first chapter. It's like whenever he has a nightmare. Our little Beetlejuice style guy. So, the first chapter, it is going to be just a sort of basic area, getting you used to everything. So, wall walk. I was so stuck because it don't tell you the controls. But, wall walk, press X when you're near a wall. Here's the gimmick. You get to walk on the walls, funnily enough. So it is a very gravity-based game in a sense. So let's try this. It's got a hand next to it, so you can press square and use your action. So that brought up a way to go. Now though, if we press on this one, we get rid of the walk. So we got nowhere to go. Nope, you can wall walk by it. And it's just getting used to that little gimmick. And it's amazing. I love how this game looks. I love how it plays. It's so good. There is one section of the game I dislike, and we'll get to that. Cog, here we go. A gear, even. Okay. Ooh. How dark. But the game never really gives you a sort of story. Not really. Okay, so we need to find 3 gears to get there. So let's get rid of this so we can go down here. There we go. Same by here. And now here's our second gear. Good. And because of that, it lowered the bridge by here so we can go down here. So it opens up all new pathways and stuff, and I love it. It's such an incredible game in its basic sort of way. So we can check a gear by here. I know we need 3 later, but we need to do it. And we got our first real puzzle. So we need to get the big key in the top left down to the bottom where the key is pointing downwards. So if we just break this all up a little bit. Hold X and then move it up. You can use D-pad or whatever you want really. Analog stick. So let's move them all down, and that means that we can get that across. It's a nice easy puzzle to kick things off. You can just get through it with trial and error, and that's something about this game. A lot of the puzzles you can't just guess your way through if you really want to. So there we go. There's our key emblem. I don't think we've ever seen anywhere to actually use it though. So we'll need to have a quick look around in areas that we haven't seen. I think it's every chapter. It has its own secret to find, and each one gives you a trophy. I've only ever found one of them, so I don't know where the others are. Right, so how now do we get this gear across here? That is the question. Okay, so now we can come... Wait, let's press this again. Let's go on the ceiling by it. There we go, we haven't been this way. Guess we can just get the gear back now because we've come up across here. So that's good. Where are we to now? We are where we need 2 gears, and we have got 2, funnily enough. How amazing. And this game, it never has, like, bright colours and stuff, and that's quite nice. It's got this sort of dark colour palette running through it. Okay, so let's chuck in the key emblem bio. We need to make it into... we need to... Do we need to make it into a key or what? I don't know. But there's a button on the top, bottom, left and right with different symbols on it. So what we need to do is press them all in the right order. Start off with the key that we just put in there, and because of gravity it goes straight down. So next up is the skull, which is on this side, and because we rotated the room, the hammers sort of move about to where they need to go. So the eye is next, and that's over here. No, wrong way, shit. Shit. I didn't mean to do that. Okay, let's start again, but this time I'm not explaining, so I can just rush through it. Key first. Skull. Ankh. Eye. Nice, quick and easy puzzle. Back to the skull. The hammer's still down, see, so it's not going to move anywhere and hit a button. And key. And we shut that door so we could walk on that wall, if we were wondering. So I'll open it back up now, just for when we're coming back. Another gear. Nice. Ooh, that went a bit dark and weird. See, it's got the horror aesthetics, but it's not really scary. Right, here we go. Okay. The mannequin's sort of Silent Hill-ish. Yeah, need to creep around, and when the lights are off, you can move. Just don't go in the lights or they shoot you, so that's it's a bit of a no-no. Right, I'm going to stay around about by here. Grab the gear while we're at it, why not? We're going to aim to do the first 2 chapters today, by the way, because they are quite short. The game is short, like I said. So we've got all 3 gears now. Let's head on back to that room where we required them. I can't remember where it is. I think it's over to the left now, isn't it? Haha. Another weird little guy. I don't think the game ever explains who that is. It doesn't have like an overarching story. Like if you play... that I've noticed. If you play... What was it called? That game where you're the little kid in the yellow jacket. I can't think of the name right now for some reason. But if you play that at least gives you some sort of story going through it. But this is more basic than that. Ah, the door open, but the gate's open. Yeah, so I played through this game yesterday. That doesn't mean that I know all about it, but here we go. We climbed over this, so that means chapter done. Nice. 1 down, and we're back in the hub world. Notice in the top right it says game saved. Yeah, it's an automated saver, which I like. On to chapter 2. So it's going to be a different sort of theme to each one. That first one was just, I don't know, I guess just gears. This one's going to be subway, which isn't harder than the first, I wouldn't say. Press the electricity will stop the lift, and that means we can cross on over, so easy days. Let's go through the turnstile. Shows a map, which when I first saw that I thought this is going to be a really complicated part because, you know, you're going to get lost. But no, it's just for aesthetics, it's not too bad. Okay, so we can't go any further. We need to find something to stop the elevator? Trains. Of course they're trains, aren't they? So we can rotate the room to the right now and go in different directions. So we started off like this. We can do that, but we're not going to be able to get through the lift anyway. So let's try this one, see where we can end up if we go this way. Okay, we found an old watch. Ooh. Something to look out for with this game. Sometimes you find things and it's not immediately obvious what you can do with them. A watch, you would think, what sort of use can I have for that? Sometimes they come out being bigger than you thought they would be. Like, I didn't have a clue what the watch would be used for. Small key. Okay, we found that. Let's keep on looking around then. Not much else we can do that way yet. We checked that way, didn't we? And that's back to normal. But let's try going on the ceiling a sec. Right, okay. So now we can rotate the room to the left again. And go on the ceiling this way instead. See where it takes us. Here we go. We can use the small key on the locker. And matches. Nice. And brand new key item. But we haven't found anywhere that we can really use that either, so we'll have to keep on looking out for things. Right, what's this gonna do? Can't do much over there, so let's pull it. Right, that's made the floor move. So now we can rotate the room again over that way and actually cross that. And we will, but let's check out what other direction we can go with this a sec. We might as well check it all out before we move on. Nothing. Okay. There we go then. So, let's get back on the bottom. And rotate again. I think it was this way, wasn't it? I think so. Yeah, we can cross over here now. And if we use the matches by it. There you have it. So we will be going through there. But first off, let's check out what's down here first. Nothing? Oh, that's odd. Okay, so this is where we're going to use the watch, which is an odd one, right? It's bigger, like I said earlier, is a biggie. There, we came all this way for this, which is a letter T. But what can we use it for? See, it's really creative in everything you do in this game. It is point and clicky sort of key item usage. One of those sorts of 2D games, but yeah. Letter T, it makes a lever. Alright. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go on the ceiling first this time, because I never did it when playing it through it on the first time through the game, so I want to try it. And see if it leads to the secret. I think that might be what happens. It is. Yes, Subway Explorer. I only ever found one, like I said before. I only found one before. No, other way. There we go. We're going to get back on the floor now. As you do. We're going to walk on the floor. And there we have it. Chapter 2 done. What we're going to do today, we're going to go for a third chapter, just because they're the shorter ones, and it'll make things work out a bit better in terms of episodic, doing 2 chapters at a time later on, because they get a bit harder and longer as they go along, as you might imagine. They never get hard in terms of the main game, but they get harder. So, okay, third one. We're going into the city, and this is where this is my favourite area of the game, I think. Because if you grab a severed hand, they call me Buzz Lightyear. Okay, so you use it by ear. I love it. So we got to find 3 more severed hands. That is the point of this this chapter. So you can pull them. We'll get to that now. I just want to have a look around here. Can't do anything with that yet. Okay, doesn't seem like we can do much by ear. It took me a sec to figure this out when I first played, but we have 4 directions we can go in, 4 ways we can turn things. So if we do that, there we go. Just press left or right on D-pad, or analog stick. I prefer D-pad, it feels smoother. Right, we can't seem to do anything by here yet. Let's check out these levers. I don't think... No, they're for the puzzle that's coming up, so that's fine. We can't... Hold on. Can't climb over this over there. Is there a bin? Yeah, it's a bin, so we'll get back to that later. Alright. Nothing over here. That's interesting. Oh, wait, there is something. Let's pop the hood. Alright, a car battery. Yes. We've already seen where to use that, but I don't want to do it yet. Again, I'd rather explore a little bit around the place first. Like in this car by here. We can't get in it. Need to find a way in there. Alright. You'd think maybe a car battery would have something to do with the car, wouldn't it? But this game ain't not quite that predictable. Right, let's go this way next. So we need to unlock this door by getting all 4 locks open. It's sort of trial and error for me. I mean, Just keep pressing lights until until they all press. And they gotta all be open when you get to the left side. Ooh. So yeah, like I said, trial and error. We'll get it. It's like Lights Out, if you ever played that. Sort of, anyway. I mean... Oh, the front one. The way I did it last time through the game, I literally just pressed all the buttons randomly and eventually it just worked out for me. There we go. Ooh, crap! Just run into him. Okay, so is another stealthy part. So you can press circle to crouch and sneak if you want. I've never really... I always did it, I don't know if you really have to. And you get these little areas where you can just hide away until he walks past you. And I love the monster designs in this game. The whole look and feel of the game. Yeah, it's nice. Go on, keep on walking, blind man. I see you holding your eyes. Right, let's leg it. A severed arm! Oh, we need an item. Shit, we'll have to come back here. I haven't done it in the best order. Let's be real. If we end up back on the right now, I won't bother going... No, it's pressed by you. Never mind. I was going to say I won't bother going back through yet, but... Yeah. Come on, blind guy. Running's not a good idea next to him, apparently. Oh, Christ! I didn't think he'd be able to get us because I wasn't moving. There we go. We made it through. So, I've done this one a bit early this time, which is a bugger. What can we do by here? Right, I remember this part. Before we do, let's check out over to the right. Just in case there's something there, which there's not. So, we need to push it all the way up. And now is timed. Gotta be really quick for this. Go, 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 go. So we're gonna rotate twice. And C is still going down. Pick up what's in it. Car key. There we go. So that's the next thing I'd like to do, actually. You can see the car over there. Let's get in there. Seeing as we couldn't earlier. There, crank. That's what I wanted. So, is there anything? No, no more over there. I'm getting a bit confused about what's in which direction now. This way. Yeah, car battery. We'll use that by here. And this means that we can do a puzzle by here. It starts off like a chain of puzzles, actually. So you need to make it so that the squares are out of the way of the parts of the key that are going to turn. If that makes sense. So, ooh. There we go. So yeah, like I said, a chain of puzzles. So if we rotate things now, we can get to the next one. Here we go. So when things look blank at first, they aren't necessarily. It's just for that moment. I think it's the last one now. See, they're so easy, it doesn't really matter if they're timed or not. Because you are timed to do them. There we go. Arm number 3. I suppose I didn't find the secret in this one because I feel like I looked everywhere, but blatantly not. Okay, so over there, nothing. So we've done everything on this sort of plane? Dimension? I don't know. Something like that. So we've got a crank now as well, so we can come back over here. I'll see you there. It's a bit of a slow goer. It's just funny, because this is the chapter that doesn't really use the gravity-based gimmick of the game. It's just odd. 'Cause that's what the game's all about, pretty much. Hey. Aha, a clock hand. Okay, what can we do with that? I guess we'll have to just keep on going with this and figure it out. So we've got 2 hands. We've got 1 more to find. Alright. That was for the lift, that's fine. Nothing else down that way. You know when we're blocked off by the bin? I think that might be the way to have a look next. Yeah, let's try it. It is this part. So if we put on the clock hand by here, it acts as like a belt. So now when we do this puzzle, what we have to do is get on the top, we need to get into the big circle. But you're limited on how far you can move because of the bottom wheel. So if we move on over to this one now. I don't know the exact answer, obviously. I'm just guessing, really. But there we go. That might help. Not quite there, but we'll keep on trying. There we go. And now we can go down. No? Ah, there we go. Had to fiddle around with it a bit. I know, a fourth hand. Round of applause. Oh, I know. I'm funny. Was it over here? Yes, it was. Any hand in any order, of course. I love it. So now we can actually go down there. Before we do, is there anything else that activated? It doesn't seem to have. And there we have it. So I don't know where the secret is on that one. I feel like we went everywhere. But blatantly not. So, I'm going to end things off there. From now on, like I said before, it's going to be 2 chapters at a time. So, this has been Greeny XI. Hope you've enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you again soon for more of the game. I hope that you go and check it out. I got this on offer for like a £5 when it popped up on PSN on my wish list. So yeah, it's easily available for cheap, and I think it's on Steam as well, and possibly other platforms. I'm not sure. Yeah, thanks again for watching, folks. See you again in a bit.